Hello, Fred from the Laptop Barn here. Today our video is going to show you how to change the battery on a Dell Latitude E5450 model laptop. It uses a flat internal battery. And if you wanted to check to see for sure if the battery is any good, one quick check I'm going to show you here is to go into System Setup or BIOS, turn the laptop on, hit the F2 key before it ever gets into Windows. Hit it right away. And you'll see in the upper right-hand corner, it'll say entering system setup. And will take you to a menu which will allow you to choose battery performance. And you go down to the second item there, it'll tell you all about the battery. This is just one quick way, and you see on the right side there, in this case it says the battery's excellent, so that one is not one you'd need to change. But if it was needed to be changed, it would say battery poor, or sometimes it'll actually say needs to be changed or can't communicate with it. That's just a verification that, hey, you do need a battery. So assuming you need a new battery, here we go. The only tools you're going to need are a small Phillips and a flathead screwdriver. The battery that you're going to use is a model RYXXH 38 watt hour battery. So I usually buy those on eBay or Amazon anywhere from $30 to $40 range. You want the cable, usually you use the cable from your old battery. They have a cable that goes from the battery to the motherboard. This one is a model ZAM70. Again, you should be able to reuse your battery cable. I have had times where I had to replace that too. Okay, to make the replacement, we're going to take the unit. This is battery is located on the bottom inside a bottom panel. So you turn the laptop upside down. There are several screws that you're going to take off the bottom to access where the battery's at. Many of these new designs, this battery is internal. In the older designs, you could actually replace the battery from the outside without any tools required. This is a very thin, small lithium-ion battery. So we take out the screws that hold that retaining plate in place. There's a little notch down at the bottom now where you'd stick a screwdriver into. A little notch right there, just to help a spot that if you can pry on. And there's little tabs that hold it in place. Now you pop the bottom off and there's the battery, held in by two screws. Remove those two screws. And the battery will come out. It's only held now by the battery cable that connects it to the motherboard. Just kind of find a spot to pry up on it, and up it comes. So now you want to take that cable off. There you can see it's hooked to the motherboard right there. It's got a little tab on it to help you pull it off. Pull straight up on it and off it comes. The other end is plugged into the battery. So again, unplug it from the battery because you want to use it on your new battery. So now you get your new battery, reverse the process, take that cable and plug it into the battery. Nice little snug fit there. There's a groove in the battery that you're going to route this cable through so that it is tucked out of the way. You can see there. Now you get the battery in position, and it slides under the bezel right there and then drops down into position. The cable then goes onto that snap on the motherboard. Press down on it and it snaps in place, and that's all there is to it. Now you got to put the two screws back that hold the battery in place. One screw there and another screw on the other side. Okay, now we're going to put the top cover back on. It's got some plastic tabs all the way around that locate it. Kind of fit the one edge in there and snap it in. You might want to, if many times we'll actually leave this off and power the laptop on just to make sure that the battery is recognized and is in proper working order. That way, if something wasn't totally plugged in, you wouldn't have to completely take it apart before you, in order to replace it. So anyway, if you're confident that you've got it all put in properly, you can then reassemble the screws. There are sometimes a little tricky to get that tabs all snapped in before you put the screws in. Get it into place. Snap down snugly, and now put the screws in. We've seen these batteries, when they go bad, sometimes they'll bulge and push up on this back plate. If your battery's bad and you see a bulge in the bottom, that's probably what's happened. Then you're going to want to certainly use this procedure to replace your battery. Like I said, I buy the batteries out on eBay. Most of them are not Dell originals. You're paying for the Dell name when you do that. The knockoffs that we buy are anywhere from $35 to $40 range right now. Should last a couple hours depending on what you're doing. And a couple, 2-3 years of life. Again, I'd encourage you, if you want to increase your battery life, to go out and watch some YouTube videos on battery performance, some real interesting features you can use to make your battery last longer. We'll cover that in one of our other videos, not on this one. Okay, you get all the screws in, you've got a new battery placed, and you're good to go. If you have any questions, comments below, subscribe to our channel. That's it. Fred from the Laptop Barn, over and out.